set to get it started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Krosky-Merritt to run again. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick it up with Krosky-Merritt. And he will have the Commanders' first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Daniels. A screen set up for Krosky-Merritt. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the Lions' 37-yard line.
Right back to Krosky-Merritt, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Krosky-Merritt, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
A gain of 3 yards.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Daniels going to try to sneak it. And he is going to have a Commanders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Krosky-Merritt. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, Krosky-Merritt. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Washington first down.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. And he will not be able to turn up field. They'll drop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind
Looked
the line
like that
of
might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself. A gain of 11. And it's 1st and goal.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
A run on 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Allen will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
And this is certainly what every team in the league is trying to do, especially on these opening scripted drives, Mike. And they tell us in meetings. You hear coaches talk about it all the time. We want to establish the line of scrimmage. We want to be the tougher team. And me and you can sit up here and debate the effectiveness of that strategy, but certainly in this case, power run game, downhill on the goal line, and that's a dream start.
And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The score, Commanders 6. Lions
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Tom Kennedy on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Goff going to open up with a throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hot. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. They'll return this from the 10. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That is brought in. And the out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of
So a big one there to start the drive. A gain of 48.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He gets free. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12-play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive and you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Daniels. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
That's a gain of 3.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for 2.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Wolverine! Rudolph Crunch! Rudolph Crunch! Bust, Jack! Rudolph Crunch! Twins!
Daniels now going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
The Lions take
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
4 yards on the pickup.
Once again, it's Gibbs. It is Gibbs, and he's done it again. Back to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs with a Lions touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now a hit, and he lost the football. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. Exiting the pocket right. He'll let this go deep for Diggs.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10.
Get set, get set. 27, 27.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Rock Yassin. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Laporta in motion. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's hard. And he will
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
81 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The Lions will set up for the 2.
They're going to try to run it and give it to Gibbs. And he gets into the end zone. A perfect finish to this half. They get the touchdown on the final play and top it off with a 2-point conversion. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Odafe Owe to make the play. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Well, rookie, first-round pick. They're on the tackle.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now you won.
Now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. This one intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's one of those throws that it almost seems like everyone in this stadium could see coming except the quarterback. And defender takes a little bit of a chance. He reads it right from the jump. Great break on the ball, Mike, and there's just nothing anyone else can do. They just can't catch him, and he's gone.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll throw with Daniels. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
Commanders 22.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Gort. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move.
And that little nigga fast, though.
And he's going to take this all the way back. 88 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a two-point try.
The Lions will set up for the
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 22.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. We'll go play action with Goff. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Pass intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That is intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them...
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hey, Salty, go.
Daniels now on 1st down. That's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
22 yards. And a Commander's 1st down.
Here's Daniels. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Washington Commanders.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Harry McFlurry. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
He's brought down
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And he'll dive forward at the end in an effort to pick up a 3-yard or 2.
And he wasn't going to be denied this time around, Mike. I mean, there was really nowhere for him to go to pick up that 1st down, so he decides to go airborne and take it up over the top. Just an incredible effort to keep this drive alive.
Finds room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Sonny Styles. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Goff.
offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a nice pickup, and then the ensuing play ends up going the complete wrong direction. So nice job there by the defense getting back on track.
That'll bring up 2nd and long. Goff to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Now, 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all